Welcome, Cancerians, to my brand new channel. I am doing divination for this new moon cycle, which lasts from tomorrow, the 11th of February, until the 13th of March, when we will have another new moon. As a Cancerian, I am in tropical zodiacs, so I'm very sensitive about just pasting the word Cancer all over everything. I like to call us Cancerians whenever I can. And this particular moon will fall into your 7th house of partnership. It's, of course, relationships of all kinds, though. Marriage, business, contractual. It's about equality, sharing, interpersonal style, how you get along with people. And this works well with Cancerian energy, which I feel is about connection and so many things that we can be connected to. I'm not taking any jumpers today. I have a very specific way that I am shuffling the cards that honors the Tridevi. And so with the animal totem and the golden thread tarot, I will integrate 3 times and choose the top card thusly. Elk. This is a card of stamina. It's fitting for our relationships, right? COVID's been kind of a test on all of them, and trying to find ways to keep ourselves connected to the things we love, to the things that matter to us, has required a great deal of stamina. The giant chest of the elk, the majestic bugling noise that they make. I live in the Pacific Northwest, so I know that sound. It sounds like an off-key trumpet, and it's fairly amazing. These animals are huge, and they can run for miles without stopping. I've seen them pop barbed wire fences without even missing a beat, things that are twice their height. They have incredible endurance, and having this as your totem, it indicates to me that you will too. I always look at these totems as something that you already embody, and that this current set of circumstances could be awakening for you. It's through adversity and challenge that we learn about our gifts. Saying that because I need to hear it. And the other side of this story for you is the back card, Dragonfly. And this one's about illusion, about the actual substance of the world as Maya, or as the facade that makes everything look separate, when really it's all one thing. One thing being energy and matter. And with stamina, we wonder how long some of these facades will last, how long some of the dream energy, the illusory energy. I always kind of think of this as the influence of Neptune, a lack of clarity, difficulty seeing. Very interesting that you may outlast it, is kind of what I'm seeing, or what I'm getting so far. So I'll now try to ask for a signifier for your reading. And again, I have a very specific way that I look for that. And generally we don't take major arcana, and I generally don't take 3 cards, but I want to show you what I got here. I got the Star, I got the 6 of Cups, the nostalgia card, and the message card coming in. Let me try one more time, and if not, I'll cut them and produce one. A signifier card is something that I could choose for you if we were in person together. I would be able to find a way. You keep getting a lot of cards flipping over, so let's just at least take a look at them and then I'll do the cutting. The Magician is here. The having everything you need card, right? The stamina you need. The Hanged Man, a change of view. And the Two of Wands. I kind of always see this one as Alexander after the conquest. Like, the material world just doesn't produce fulfilling things, and after a while that energy of illusion gets tiresome and wearying for someone who has great capacity, great stamina. Interesting. All right, we got one. If it repeats, I'm gonna take it. This is a change in point of view. It's a major arcana card, and people don't generally use those as signifiers, but I'm going to this time because it insisted, and you listen to spirit, right? The Hanged Man being sacrifice, martyrdom, release, and waiting. But for me, this card really means a change in point of view. Odin hung on the tree to divine the runes. This as a symbol means someone who's willing to sacrifice for the good of the group. That's a noble quality that we don't have a lot of in our society right now. That's a beautiful card to have as a signifier. And you are covered in this case. You saw me shuffling, it happened, by the Two of Wands. And I've explained to you how I see that as kind of the Alexander after his conquest, sort of musing on whether or not material conquest is worth having. But it's also able to be seen as leaving home. You could be planning a departure, or even just this new way of seeing or being. You could be making decisions that could be happening for you within this context. You'll have the stamina to do it and the ability to overcome. There's something about vision here that's really interesting. Interesting. The stamina card in the Rider WAITE deck is the Knight of Pentacles. He is slow but steady wins the race, right? He's the one who will do the work slowly and methodically, but he will absolutely complete his tasks. There's a lot of noble energy in this reading already, Cancer, and this doesn't surprise me because you're a rather noble sign. You have water at the heart of you, and water is a noble element, a beautiful, flowing, generous presence upon the earth. And this Knight of Pentacles kind of reminds me of the Grail quest, the person who's not willing to let go of his ideals, the person who is efficient and does hard work, but because he perceives a responsibility and a duty. Changing your point of view, planning, having stamina, and hard work, efficiency, and kind of a plodding quality as your obstacle is very interesting. There's kind of a fine line between efficiency and stamina and ruttedness. That's, ruttedness that seems to be revealing itself here. It's very interesting so far. A decision will need to be made. The Two of Swords is difficult choices, some indecision, a stalemate, maybe too much stamina, too much stubbornness around a decision that needs to be made. and a conclusion that needs to be reached. Perhaps you already know what this is, but in the illusion of Maya, you're allowing yourself to pretend that it's not what you know it to be. Maybe you're staying in ruttedness, and what's needed is this change of perspective. We shall see. The foundation, beautiful, is the Page of Pentacles. He is a young energy, a young and bright energy of ambition, diligence, I would say. He's very focused upon his pentacle, is he not? He seems to be striving towards an ideal in a very focused and directed way, moving forward, using that energy of determination, endurance, slow steadiness toward a goal that has, something to do with a desire. But it's another diligent card. This is a very rote reading. This is very importantly enduring, and these are traveled trails we're walking on. We are trodden trails here, right? We have in your past position the Fire Queen, the Queen of Wands. This is a creative, beautiful energy that is very close to the mastery of courage, determination. She's joyous, though. The sunflower, the lion's rampant. She's magnanimous, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I still can't figure out that word. She is also determined, though, She's a sincere person. She's very passionate, but determined. There's a huge determined energy that's coming forward for you here. I think it's, I can feel it like a pressure. It's really kind of neat. And then you are moving toward the card of Valor. I get this card a lot myself. The wands here, perseverance, defending, maintaining control, and almost every single card here has spoken to permanence, to stability. Cancer traits to a certain degree, but there's always water with Cancer as well. There's always movement. And it looks like there's a decision to be made with regard to stability, with regard to the path that's already been walked on. This is very interesting. The moment for you right now is a moment of judgment. This goes very well with your decision card. Somehow having been in the battle for quite a long time, you are coming to some sort of a conclusion about the path ahead, about the way forward. And this may involve enduring beyond an illusion. Waiting something out is what I'm getting right now. All around you, there seems to be, this is my kerfuffle card. It's a competition card, but you've got a lot of wands coming up all of the sudden, right? Kind of in the last three cards, and in the second one there. The 5 is always change, though. 5s mean change through perhaps conflict. Maybe there's an old rivalry, an old argument that needs to be settled. You've been able to be friendly and magnanimous, that's the word, about it for a long time, But as you're moving forward, you're a bit embattled. You're making time for yourself to make this decision, but it does seem like a decision needs to be made. And in your hopes and fears card, the Lovers, in the old readings of the tarot, this card used to be less about romantic partnership and more about an actual choice. Although romantic partnership was part of it then as well, there was a third person, not an angel, but another person. And one of the three was making a choice. It was a kind of gendered card that pitted two of the same gendered people against each other. So we're really seeing that you're having to make a decision from a stable and familiar, determined, hardworking, diligent point of view. You've been doing the right things all along, but the right things are changing. And isn't that the truth? The right things are changing for all of us, and there will be a need to make a decision here about where to put your energy going forward. Your outcome card is just more hard work. This isn't all that surprising, is it? We have a stellium in Capricorn right now in sidereal astrology. In tropical astrology, it's in the sign of Aquarius. But Capricorn is Saturn's sign, and Saturn reveals to us the benefits of hard work. The importance of responsibility and discipline and things that we don't think are all that much fun, but are really the way that we move ahead, that we find a way to get out of gridlock, get out of old situations. We work our way out of them slowly. The good thing about the Eight of Pentacles in my mind, though, the thing that I really like about the Eight of Pentacles is that he enjoys this work. He seems to not only be a master stone carver, but he has found work that he enjoys. There's no reason for him to change the method that he uses to move through his choices. That doesn't seem to need to change, but the result of the choices may be the thing that needs to move forward. The bottom of the deck, the card that influences all the other cards, is the Three of Cups. This is a card of celebration. It's a card of camaraderie and companionship. It's a card where we have some sort of a community supporting us. There's friendship here and happiness. And it looks like the end result of your enduring is maybe artistry, or perhaps a culminative quality of bringing something that can be shared forward. There's all these pumpkins around here, and pumpkins are so nutritious, right? It's about something that feeds you, but feeds others in the community, and that's a beautiful thing. That's the fruit of hard work, and it may not be obvious to you what that's about right now, because you may think that what you have put long hours in with is something artistic, or something communicative, a skill or a practice that you've done for a long time that you can't really conceive of a way that it could help others or serve others. But our spread here is pointing to the fact that it probably will, that it has a quality of somehow aiding others toward their moments of beauty, sharing, caring, all those beautiful things that come with beautiful emotion. The cup cards very often speak to us about creativity, intuition, and somehow you've been working on this for a long time. I mean, Cancer is the card of, or the sign of intuition, so it's not all that surprising that you may have some soft skills that need to be shared, and it may require some planning and a change of mindset for you to get there. But it looks like you're on your way. It just looks like you're on your way, right? It looks like you're on your way. It looks like you are on your way. From the Golden Thread Tarot, we have the Hierophant. This one is the Pope card in the old tarot. It is a card of authority. It's a major arcana card. So there's change for you here. I like to think of this as a more refined message that comes from the Golden Thread Tarot. And this is a number 5 again. You keep getting this kind of 5-ish flavor of change coming in here. And I know everybody's a little like, oh my gosh, not more change. Can we handle it? But yes, absolutely. And this is the planet of transformation. This is where we do that thing. It's tradition and conformity. It's morality and ethics. And it's being self-referenced in a very important and community way. I mean, I can't get over, the Pope is the head of a community. This is a community reading according to the cards. So we must take that into account. Some kind of a community authority, maybe? And the card that underlies it is, again, this 5 of Wands. Excuse me, the competition card. This card that I like to call the kerfuffle card. It may be a bit of a difficulty getting to where you're going. There may be just stubborn people around you. You may be moving into self-reference out of consensus reality where, complacency reigns and everyone is kind of complicit in some difficult maneuvering around each other. It doesn't look like it's been entirely fair in your opinion. You seem to be standing against perhaps this old, rutted Capricornian system that you find yourself within. You have the endurance to overcome the illusion that it has cast around you, that it has made you doubt. And I wish you the very best of luck if that is your path. Not an easy one, but definitely worth doing. I so hope that you know how much it means to me to be able to share this education, these messages with you. It's like speaking to a part of myself, the Cancerian part of myself. And I appreciate your attention very much. Thank you.